Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today the Houston Rockets beat the Orlando Magic 116-108 and win their 8th straight game and get a sweep against the Orlando Magic. It's something they were not able to do last season, and I'm sure this has to feel like a good win for Ime Udoka and all the guys that were on the team last season, which is most of this roster. I mean, outside of Reed Shepherd and Steven Adams, everybody else on this roster, unless you're going to include David Roddy, a two-way contract guy, was on this team last year, including Ime Udoka as the head coach, when the Rockets opened up their season in Orlando and got crushed by 30. Look, I don't think it was a terrible thing, but that was the start off to Ime Udoka's time in Houston, other guys' time in Houston. Like, that was Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet's first game as a Rocket. Same thing goes for Jeff Green, who played 9 minutes tonight. That was his first game as a Rocket. Aaron Holiday, that was his first game as a Rocket. You know, it was Amin Thompson and Cam Whitmore's first ever NBA games that they experienced. And so, yeah, I mean, and that was a really tough loss. I know that was last season, but I just know it probably has to feel good for at least Ime Udoka, maybe some of the players think about it, going in to get a win in Orlando, where they got crushed last season, and get their 8th straight win. 116-108 is the final score. Love the way the Rockets played today. Jalen Green was fantastic, 26 points. Look, I say this a lot with Jalen, but imagine, how good the shooting would have been if he didn't take so many threes. I mean, look, he shot 8 for 18 from the floor, which is almost 50%. So it's over 40% from the floor. Jalen Green tonight, which is really good, but shot 3 for 11 from 3, which is really terrible. If you look outside of his three-point shooting, Jalen Green shot 5 for 7 from the floor today. Did have some free throw struggles in this game. Missed 3 free throws out of 10 free throw attempts. But the main thing I'm just trying to say here is that, Jalen, there are nights, and look, there are nights like, there have been many nights, where he's knocking down threes, and he's got the green light, and sure, he made a couple tonight, but there are too many nights where he makes a couple and shoots way too many, is in like the double-digit range of 3-point attempts and is barely making any. And look, he wasn't even playing that bad tonight outside of his 3-point attempts. Like I said, 5 for 7 from the floor outside of his 3-point shots. And I thought he played a good game. I just thought there was way too many threes attempted in this game for him. 26 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Still a good game, though. Alperen Sengun was great, though. 22 and 12. How about Alperen Sengun hitting a 3? Both games he's played against the Orlando Magic this season, he's hit a 3 in both of those games. 9 for 18 from the floor, 1 for 2 from 3, 3 for 3 from the free throw line for Alp as well. And he had a double-double, which is his 41st game. That's his 41st double-double this season, which means, if the season, this is not going to happen, but the Rockets have a total of 12 games left. Let's say Alperen Sengun were to not get another double-double the rest of the season, which he's going to get a bunch of other double-doubles as the season goes on. I wouldn't be surprised. He's got 41. Rockets got 12 games left. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets near 50, if not 50 double-doubles on the season. But even if he were to not, that means he would have a double. If he were to not, he's got a double-double in half of the Rockets games they play in. If he were to not have any the rest of the season, but we know he's going to, so he's going to have a double-double more than half the Rockets games played this year, which is incredible. And that doesn't count, that's not including the games he's missed this year. So, he's been incredible double-doubles this year. One thing I really hope for him that starts to happen is he starts to turn into, everybody, has the Nikola Jokic, comparisons, but I want to start to, and that's why I bring up Nikola Jokic, because I want to see him start to turn into a triple-double machine. That's something I think Alperen Sengun can turn into. The Rockets have to build better 3-point shooters around this team in order for him to become more of a, maybe like Jokic with the triple-double machine, because if you look at Jokic, he's had like great shooters around him. Look at Domantas Sabonis and some of the success he's had, good shooters around him. So I think there needs to be a little bit of better 3-point shooters around Alperen Sengun to potentially, get to that level of being more of a triple-double machine. He's only got like 4 triple-doubles this season, which isn't terrible, but but 4 assists tonight for LP, 22 points and 12 rebounds, 9 for 18. Dylan Brooks was great tonight, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 for 10 from the floor, 3 for 6 from 3, 50% from both the floor and from 3. And he played great basketball against this Orlando team. I mean, had a great game when they played them last week in Houston. Even though the Rockets lost by 30 points last year in Orlando 18 months ago in October of 2023, that was Dylan Brooks' debut as a Rocket, and he had an amazing Rockets debut. Tari Eason tonight had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and a team high and game high 5 steals, 7 for 10, 0 for 2 from 3, and shot 7 for 9 from the floor. 7 for 8 from the floor today outside of his 2 3-point misses. So taking 2-pointers today was 7 for 8 and 2 for 2 at the free throw line for Tari Eason as well. And am I missing anyone else? Fred VanVleet was perfect at the free throw line tonight, 8 for 8 at the free throw line with 19.6 rebounds, 3 assists. 3 for 9 from 3, 4 for 15 from the floor. It's actually kind of the opposite with Fred VanVleet. If you look at outside of his 3-point shooting, he shot 1 for 6 outside of his 3-point shooting, shot 3 for 9 from 3 tonight. And then off the bench, Jeff Green. It was kind of another really game. This is back-to-back games with Fareem Udoka where he has a tight rotation. Only 4 players come off the bench, which that's kind of usual, but the two of the players off the bench not playing a lot. Aaron Holiday only played 4 minutes. Jeff Green only played 9 minutes. Jeff Green didn't do anything in his 9 minutes besides make 2 free throws. Aaron Holiday, his 4 minutes, looked terrible. He had this really stupid turnover that he had when the Rockets were on a fast break. He missed 2 threes. He did have a block. It was not a good night for Aaron Holiday in 4 minutes. Steven Adams though looked good tonight. 23 minutes, shot 1 for 2, 1 for 1 at the free throw line. He had 3 points, 6 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. Jabari Smith Jr. looked good tonight, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks for Jabari. After his 30-point game, 4 for 6 and 1 for 3 from 3 for Jabari Smith. And the Rockets beat the Magic, 116 to 108. Look, it's not very hard to beat the Magic if you put up 116 on the board. Last time the Rockets faced Orlando, they only put up 97 points. You can definitely lose the Magic if you only score 97 points. And the Rockets held them under 90 last time they played. But if you score 116 against this Orlando team with how bad they are offensively, it is really easy to win. The Rockets get their 8th straight win, and I'm hoping they get a 9th straight win when playing the Miami Heat. And look, this is the time the Rockets go on big winning streaks. They did it last year in March. They do it again this March. So, yeah, 45-25 now, which means the Rockets are even closer to having a 50-win season. I think they'll probably get it. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.